Hey everyone, so I recently got this salt lamp on Amazon Warehouse Deals for a really good price, only like $10, so I figured I'd do a video on it because I love to share, stories about how I got a good deal. I will also post links in the description field where you can get it, so I kind of recommend you get one this way. It was only like $10, and basically it's a used or a returned one. However, there are some caveats about that. So when I received it, it actually didn't work, but there's nothing wrong with the salt or, the lamp itself. It was actually the base. The base of it was faulty. It was like corroded, and also the bulb was burned out. So I found another Amazon listing for a separate base and 6 bulbs for also only about $10 or $11. So I bought that, and I just combined the two. I installed the base in here. It required a little bit of a modification in terms of but the base has like these little tines that fit up into there, into the lamp, and I just had to snip one of those off. And so basically for about $20, I have a pretty nice, salt lamp with 5 extra bulbs, because the one I'm using in here. And I'm pretty happy overall. If you want to, you can buy from Amazon Warehouse Deals, and then if you receive one that doesn't work, you can just return it, because they do allow returns. And then you can just keep doing that until you get a working one. So that's another option for you. But they clear these out on Warehouse Deals on Amazon for really cheap, for like $10, when normally they're like $30. So that's really the best way to source one of these salt lamps for yourself if you want one. Now let's talk about salt lamps in general. There's a lot of, I think, false claims by the makers and sellers of these that they help purify your air, they ionize the air and stuff like that. There are a few YouTube videos where they've actually dispelled that myth scientifically and actually measured the ions, from the salt lamps, and it has actually been proven that they don't do anything to your air quality at all. So they don't do anything to improve your air quality in the room that they're in, or anything like that. Mainly, I like them just because it provides a nice look. It's a nice warm light, and especially at night, like in your room as you're falling asleep, or just before bed, if you're reading or something like that. It's just a nice mood light, and a very nice warm light. And the glow from within the salt is just kind of comforting and nice. So I just like the kind of quality of the light that it produces. And also, I should mention that the base that I got has a dimmer on it as well, so I can actually make this brighter. It's actually kind of on a dim setting right now, which is kind of how I like it, but you can actually make it a lot brighter. And then I have it attached to a remote control, so I can just turn it on and off remotely if I want to. It also works with smart plugs, so if you want to use a smart plug and use your iPhone or whatever to turn it on and off at certain times, or just manually, you can do that. So it's pretty nice in that respect. So I don't think it does anything to the environment in terms of air quality, but it certainly does do something in terms of looks and mood. And it just provides a nice sort of warm feeling when you're looking at it. It's almost like looking at a fireplace or something like that. It just kind of helps elevate your mood and helps calm you in a way. It's just kind of very relaxing and also natural. I also like the fact that the pink Himalayan salt is something like 300 million years old. Like, it's actually mined from a pink salt mine in Pakistan. So it's not really from the Himalayas. They're actually from Pakistan. But the salt is apparently something like 300 million years old. So it's kind of interesting to have, an object that you can touch in your house that literally formed something like 300 million years ago. The other thing is, this one is a 5 to 7 pound one, so it's a bit bigger. It's hard to see in this video, but it's a really good size. I would say it's about 8 or 9, inches tall. And I really like the shape of this one. You want to get one that's kind of thicker towards the bottom and then thinner on the top. That way it won't like topple over. It won't be like top heavy, because they do tend to be pretty heavy. And this one, I just kind of like the shape of. It's a good shape. So I lucked out in that respect, because some of them are very oddly shaped. Like, some of them have, like cuts in them diagonally like that, and it's just flat, like right there. Some of them are very chipped, or things like that. This one is, a pretty good shape. So I'm pretty happy with the shape of this one. That was also one of the reasons I didn't return it when I first got it. When it didn't work, and I got it from Amazon Warehouse Deals, I could have just returned it and said, this doesn't work, and then got another one. But I liked the shape of this one, so I just decided to keep it, and then investigating placing another order separately for a working base. The other thing is, if you live in a fairly humid environment, and here in California we don't, but if you do, you're going to want to put something under it. And it's a bit dark here in this video, but you can see I've got like a pad underneath here. It's just a felt pad. And the reason for that is because when you turn it off and you're in a humid environment, the salt will absorb a lot of moisture, and eventually it'll start like dripping water down. It'll start sweating water down to the whatever's under it, and that could damage like your furniture and stuff like that. So you do want to put something under it, like a mouse pad or, you know, something like that, a plate, or something like that. Now, we don't have that problem as much here in California, but I still don't want to take any chances like on those humid days and stuff like that. But anyway, I just wanted to do this video primarily just to talk about the best way to source these things so that you're not spending a lot of money. For some reason, I guess a lot of people return these, and Amazon Warehouse Deals always has these like for a really good price, for literally like $10, sometimes even less than $10. And if you're lucky, you'll get one that just works right out of the box for only like $10 or something like. So I will post links in the description field for that, where you can check the pricing on that and order one or more for yourself. But I really like it. Again, it provides a really nice kind of light, and there's just something very comforting about it. When you have it on at night and it's dark outside and stuff like that, it kind of gives you a feeling of like almost like you're in a warm cave or something like that. Right, but that's kind of the mood that it provides. So what do you think about these Himalayan salt lamps? Do you like them? Do you have one? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one.